Welcome back, ladies and gents. Now you catch me riding along a Ferrari, the fearless Hero X Pulse, which has been my companion now for 3 years. Love it very much. But we're not actually here to talk about Ferrari, who's still doing great. We're here to talk about, in fact, what you're actually being looked at, if that makes sense. So what we're going to talk about is the camera I'm currently filming myself with. It is, of course, the Insta360, the X4 version. That's, you know, the great part about it is the fact that you can film 360. So it films absolutely everywhere. It's got two cameras, each at 180 degrees, each with fisheye lenses, one behind the other, and what that does is that it films everything. So while you're riding along, while other cameras will just sort of point in one direction and that's all you can see, this films everything around it. So right now you could look forward, you could look at me, you could look sideways, you could look that way, you could do a full 360 if you really so feel like it, and that's what's so great about it. But this now, the one I'm using is the X4, which is now available for about 11 grand for just the camera, a little bit cheaper than it was before, on the grounds that Insta360 has released an X5, which we are going to be bringing you again soon. But something that the X5 and the X3 can do is connect to one of these. Now this over here is a Cardo device. It's a Bluetooth device. What it does is it fits inside your helmet. Now, I use a Scorpion helmet. That's what this one is over here. And the nice thing about Scorpion is they make accommodation for it. Like there's little places for the earpiece to go, all of that. Now, it is something you need to fit to your helmet yourself. And I am the least mechanically, or should I say the most mechanically inept person on the planet. In matter of fact, mechanics have paid me to not do a job myself, because the job they're going to have trying to fix my mistakes is just not worth it. So they say, no, here's some money, let us rather fix it. I know, hey, good tactic. However, even I, with my absolute useless coordination, absolute illogical way of thinking, even I could put it in my helmet in about half an hour. So that just shows, hey, it's kind of easy. But the nice thing is, okay, with the Cardo, obviously you can do things like you can play music, it connects to your phone, it connects to everything, so you can ride along and you can kind of go, which is good fun. Or, you know, some people say they don't really like it, they just want kind of the freedom of riding. But, you know, for me, I'm a little bit different. On a long, boring stretch road, I kind of like, you know, you kind of get some tunes going, it sort of keeps you company. Or if you're not riding along an open stretch, you can actually have a soundtrack inside your ear. So while you're riding along, you can pretend to be like Indiana Jones or something like that with a soundtrack playing in your ear. Maybe one day I should grow up. But anyway, what it can also do is it can connect via Bluetooth to the Insta360. So what I'm doing right now is I've got the Cardo running, I've got the Insta360 recording, and I'm talking to you directly from my Cardo, directly to the Insta360. And that is very good news, because the nice part about it is I could just ride along, and if I feel like commentating on something, all I need to do is push record. Well, I pair it up before, and then I just push record, and voila, you know, I can now talk. And you can actually give like a bit of a commentary on what you're doing. Here I am, I'm riding along, I just rode over a chicken, there's a giant elephant there, you know, whatever you like, you can actually talk about it while you're busy going along. And that's something that's very cool. I mean, previously on the bike show, we used to get like all sorts of different onboard cameras, but then we had to get these special sound devices and then mount a camera inside our helmets and then run a cable and then do this and then do the volume and then do all of that. Now I just push a button, I just record, and then here we go, I'm talking to you. This is remarkable. Although it's making social media a lot stronger, which puts people like me sort of in trouble, because now you on your own, in your house, can go home with one of these and record like a professional sort of studio type thing, and that's annoying. That's very annoying. But apart from that, yeah, Insta360, as I say, there's a new X5 out now. This one's still the X4. It still works perfectly. About 11 grand. You can get them from all over the place. Photo First, where you used to go and develop your film, you know, back in the old days, they are the importers, so you can get them at any Photo First. Otherwise, Bike Kings, most of the big motorcycle retailers stock them. So that's very, very cool.